Analysis Novel Great Expectation by Charles Dickens. Narrator Charles Dickens, perhaps the best novelist of the Victorian era, was born in Portsmouth, Hampshire, England on February 7, 1812. Great Expectation novel by Charles Dickens, published serial in all the year on in 1860 to 61 and issued in the book form in 1861. The classic novel was one of the author's greatest critical and popular success. It chronicles of the coming of age of the orphan Pip while also addressing such as issues as social class and human worth. The character of the novel, Pip or Philip's Pirip, Miss Havisham, Estella, Abel McQuitch, Mr. Jaggers, Mrs. Joe Jargery, John Wemmick, Biddy, Compassion, Bentley Drumney, Herbert Pocket, Joe Jargery, Orlick, Mr. Pumblecook, Matthew Pocket, Arthur Havisham, and Clara Bartley. Characterization in the novel. Pip, by name of Philip Phillips, characterized as a complicated, realistic young person, generous, independent, kind, and the young orphan, whose growth and development are the subject of Charles Dickens' novel Great Expectations, 1816 to 61. Estella is a supremely ironic creation, one who darkly undermines the notions of romantic love and serves as a bitter criticism against the class system in which she is married. Raised from the age of 3 by Miss Havisham to torment men and break their hearts. Estella wins Pip's deepest love by practicing deliberate cruelty. Unlike the warm, winsome, kind heroine of a traditional love story, Estella is cold, cynical, and manipulative. Joe Jargeri, the simple, kind-hearted, and loyal blacksmith who is married to the hero Pip's mean-spirited sister in the novel Great Expectation, 1861, by Charles Dickens. Mr. Jaggers. In the novel Great Expectation, by Charles Dickens, Mr. Jaggers is the honest and pragmatic lawyer who handles the affairs of the protagonist, Pip, as well as those of most of the characters in the book. Miss Havisham, a half-crazed and bitter child bride in the Charles Dickens novel Great Expectation. Abel McQuitch, an escaped convict who plays a major role in the growth and development of Pip, the protagonist in Charles Dickens' novel Great Expectation. The language that's used in this novel is English, literally classic. Plot summary is about Pip's journey from a poor childhood into privileged adulthood and the power that money and social class have to change him as he grows up, and Pip's dealing with Estella, a young woman he adores but who cannot return his love. Mood. Mood or atmosphere. How does Dickens create mood through his setting? It was a rainy morning and very damp. I had seen the damp lying on the outside of my little window, as if some goblin had been crying there all night, and using the window for a pocket handkerchief. No, I saw the damp lying on the bare hedges and spare grass, like a coarser sort of spider's webs, hanging itself from twig to twig and blade to blade, on every rail and gate. What lay clammy and the Mars mist was so thick that the wooden finger on the post directing people to our village, blah blah blah, was invisible to me until I was quite close under it. Chapter 3. Setting on the novel. At the 19th century England, London and Kent, dirtier, new bungalow, Barnard Inn, home sweet home tree line, darkness or light, Miss on the Marshes, lock and keys, Miss Havisham Garden. Theme in the novel: ambition and self-improvement. The moral theme of Great Expectation is quite simple. Affection, loyalty, and conscience are more important than social advancement, wealth, and class. Dickens establishes the theme and shows people learning this lesson, largely by exploring ideas of ambition and self-improvement. Social class. Throughout Great Expectation, Dickens explores the class system of Victorian England, ranging from the most wretched criminals or McQuitch to the poor peasants of the Mars country or Jew and PD, to the middle class Pumblecook, to the very rich Miss Havisham. Crime, gold, and innocence. The theme of crime, gold, and innocence is explored throughout the novel largely through the characters of the convicts and criminal lawyer Jackers. Sophistication. In Great Expectation, Pip becomes obsessed with the desire to be sophisticated and takes damaging risks in order to do so. Education. Education functions as a force for social mobility and personal growth in this novel. Joe and Biddy both use their education to pursue new opportunities, showing how education can be a good thing. Family. Although Pip and Estella both grow up as orphans, family is an important theme in the novel. Pip grows up with love and support from Joe, but fails to see the value of the unconditional love Joe's given. View in the novel, Great Expectations is written in the first person point of view, with Pip acting as both the protagonist and narrator of the novel. Conflict in the novel there are two, internal and external. Internal conflict, man versus self. External conflict, man versus man versus society, man versus nature, and mate. Symbol in the novel: the file, the bridal gown and the wedding cake, the gates and Satis house, the Mercedes, and etc. One quotes in the novel: I had believed in the word as the glowing road to the manhood and independence. Within a single year, all this was changed. The main Pip realized his career goal have changed. Becoming a blacksmith had once seemed like a perfectly respectable way to live his life. Now, because of his exposure to Miss Havisham and Estella, working as a blacksmith seems beneath him. Unfortunately, at this point, he is destined to apprentice to Joe and become a blacksmith. Blacksmiths were important and necessary in the society at the time, but the job, being hard and dirty, was definitely not considered gentle. What Pip once looked forward to, he now dreaded.